Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is April 6th. We are here set to preview the Masters at Augusta National Golf Course down in Augusta, Georgia. I am Brad James, better known as Best Bets Brad, sporting the return of El Tigre, the GOAT, also known as Tiger Woods. Braden, unfortunately, is traveling today. Could not be with me on this broadcast tonight, but wanted to give you guys kind of a preview of the Masters, what to expect, what to look for, tee times. We're going to talk a little bit about the odds, maybe some players to look at, whether it's outright winners, top 10 finishes, top 20 finishes, all those kind of fun little things that you guys can dabble with. So. Without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. So the Masters, as everybody knows, is this week. Started technically today with the par 3 challenge or par 3 tournament. One of the most cool events when it comes to golf out there, where golfers can take kids, wives, parents, friends out on Augusta National par 3 course, and be able to just enjoy the scenery, the camaraderie, have fun. We've seen everything from children hitting tee shots. We saw Jack Nicklaus's grandson actually get a hole-in-one, I believe 2 or 3 years ago, which was probably one of the coolest things to ever see on live television. Unfortunately, today's event had a rain delay in the middle of it, and then actually got rained out towards the end of it. So still a very cool, very unique experience for all the players, all the families, and even the fans. Just a really awesome way to kick off what is probably the best spectacle in golf, in my opinion. So start time tomorrow. First group tees off at 8 a.m. First group is going to have Jose Maria Olazabal, and then JJ Spahn, who is the defending, or I guess the prior week's champion from the Valero Open. So jumping straight into his Masters journey and kicking off the Masters in that fashion. I know Braden did talk about this. The honorary starters this year are the infamous Gary Player. You have Jack Nicklaus. And then you also have, for the first time ever, Tom Watson. So again, 3 icons in the sport of golf, teeing off the Masters. That obviously will go off before Group 1 does hit their tee shots. But those inaugural tee shots are very cool to watch. If you guys can jump on and take a watch at it, it is a pretty unique thing to see when it comes to golf. Second group, Mike Weir out of Canada, Padraig Harrington, and then Austin Greaser, a UNC junior amateur, comes in the second group for the day. Second group will be going off at 8:11. So weather for tomorrow morning when these guys go off is looking like a warm 68 degrees down in Georgia. We all know that the rain's been pretty heavy the last couple of days down there, so it's making it very soft, which means day one, very attackable. You can get at those greens, good high ball flight in. You can kind of pin seek a little bit. Rain off and on, low chance of rain in the morning, 58 to 55%. Up until about 10 a.m., it drops down to 33%. And then pretty much dry the remainder of the day, all the way in through the night hours. So it looks like tomorrow is the only real big chance of rain. Friday showing 68, high of 68. Saturday is actually only high of 57. So, you got some golfers out there with some years on them, some wear and tear on the body. 57 degrees down in Georgia is probably going to be pretty cold. And then Sunday, a high of 69 in Sunday. So looking forward to that. Great weather for golf. A little bit chillier than probably the golfers would like. But again, day one, day two, it's going to really be the opportunity for these golfers to get at the pin locations, attack them, from with the wedges, short irons in, and really be able to try and see some low scores starting out. major, I'm going to call them featured players that everybody's kind of watching for. Obviously, I'm going to be watching 10:34 Tiger tees off with Louis Oosthuizen and Joaquin Niemann. You also have Jordan Spieth going off at 152 with Xander Schauffele, also known as Xander Schauffele for friends and family. And then Victor Hovland is the third in that group. DJ goes off at 130 with Billy Horschel and Colin Morikawa. John Rahm at 142 with Patrick Cantlay. And you have Koepka at 203 going with Rory and Fitzpatrick, which will be a pretty high-powered group, if you ask me. Bryson goes off at 1023. Sorry, I missed that one early. The number one world golfer, Scotty Scheffler, goes off at 1056 with Adam Scott and Tony Finau. Adam Scott's always one of those golfers that puts himself in a really good position on Masters weekend. So it'll be very interesting to see the world number one paired up with a great like Adam Scott. And then Tony Finau, he gets the flat stick going. The guy can compete with anybody. So that'll be another really fun group to watch. And then you have the defending champion, definitely last not least, Hideki Matsuyama going off at 1045, paired with JT, and then an amateur out of Michigan State. He's a senior from Michigan State, fifth-year senior actually, who just beat out the other amateur, Austin Greaser from North Carolina, who is a junior. Just beat him out earlier this year. So looking, kind of at some odds for the tournament, if you will. You're going to have obviously you're going to have your top 10 finishers. You're going to have your players that you want to see win. You're going to have who you think can bring it home. But then obviously you're going to have maybe taking a flyer with somebody. So I'm just going to start from the top. John Rahm is the odds-on favorite currently to win, 12-1. Justin Thomas 13-1. Cameron Smith and Scotty Scheffler, DJ, all at 15-1. Brooks Koepka at 19-1. Rory at 19-1. Spieth and Hovland at 19-1. Colin Morikawa at 22-1. Cantlay at 22-1. Xander at 24-1. Will Zalatoris, last year's second place finisher, runner-up, is sitting at 32-1. Sam Burns at 37, Shane Lowry at 43, and then the defending champion, Hideki Matsuyama at 44-1. Tied there with Joaquin Niemann and Louis Oosthuizen. So Tiger Woods comes in at 50-1. And obviously, you might put a little sprinkle on that one. Listen, guy's coming back from a massive car accident, obviously destroyed his leg. So it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of just see how he bounces back. I was watching an interview earlier, and they were talking to Freddie Couples, who is a good friend of Tiger Woods, and he was saying that his game looks as good as it did in 2018. He looks as strong as he did in 2018. Now, obviously, he knows he's in pain. He knows the leg is bothering him. It's not going to be 100%. Nobody's obviously void of that. But he is impressed with where he is and his ability to be out there on the golf course. So obviously some things to watch with him is the weather. And this course is not flat. I think there's like 2 holes where you have flat walking distance. You're uphill, downhill, side hill, every hill. So those are some things to watch out for. You have some other really cool tournament props, like to make the cut. JT to make the cut is minus 1,100. But one of the ones that I like is Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods to make the cut. And again, he came out in an interview and said he would not be playing if he did not think that he could win. Tiger Woods is currently, I got him earlier at even money. He is currently minus 108 to make the cut for the weekend. So that's a really good spot for him to be in. And then, like I said, you can get your top 10 finishers to finish in the top 10. JT's plus 110 with Rahm and Scheffler plus 110, 130 respectively. Spieth at plus 175. Morikawa with Rory at plus 175. Sungjae Im at plus 380. Paul Casey, who always seems to kind of hang around. Justin Rose, who can get hot with a flat blade. at plus 500. And again, that's just a top 10 finish. So a lot of fun things out there to bet on. Some different bets to look at. You can obviously always bet your three balls. You can take a look at the matchups on Thursday, Friday, bet your three balls as well if you want to, and then kind of just go from there. So yeah, I mean, listen, it's going to be a great weekend. I know I'm looking forward to it. I do know Braden's looking forward to it. He was super pumped to try and be able to be on here for this and talk about it, but unfortunately, just not able to make it happen this evening. Obviously, we are going to try and put something out over the weekend, whether that be tomorrow's after day one recap, after day two recap, kind of talk about who's going to make the cut, who's going to miss the cut, kind of give our feedback then, and be able to go from there. Obviously, sprinkling in some other sports news, scores, some of our own betting stats that have been going on. Obviously, we've got tons of stuff going out there all the time for you fans to take a look at and take a peek at. You can also follow us on all of our wonderful platforms. They're going to be at the bottom of the screen there for you. So follow us on Twitter, on Instagram at Ballin' Out Plus. If you have any questions, like to see us talk about anything, cover anything, you can email us at info@ballingoutplus.com. If you do follow us on Twitter, make sure you give us a like, a retweet, hit the little notification at the top. That way, every time we post something, because listen, not going to really dive much into it because again, this is a Masters tournament preview only, but our Ballin' Out squad bet is riding a little bit of a hot streak right now. Currently 6-0 with an opportunity to go 7-0 tonight. So follow us on Twitter. And make sure, like I said, you hit that notification. And if you do tail one of our bets, drop a like or drop a retweet, drop a comment, whatever, and let us know that you're tailing this bet. Because we only do this for one reason. We love sports, but we only do this because we do this hashtag for the fans. So that's all I have tonight, guys. If you have anything, like I said, email us, give us a shout out on social media. Look forward to hearing from everyone. And as always, good luck. And if you're gambling, may your tickets always be cashed.